you talk about tech, and we know that China is a big tech story already there. I mean, that's really the growth driver. Whether it's EVs, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's AI, China's really driving the technology. Those are the gains that we're seeing in China, right? That's driving the economy.
That's driving the economy, and this is a trend we're really seeing around the world. While it's very challenging in other sectors of the economy where all of the capital spending is being focused on is AI, it's technology, and we expect that to continue in the next few years.
So we're focusing on stimulus over in China, but on the equity side, you like U.S. equities. How do you invest in the U.S. market? What do you like there?
We like U.S. equities selectively, and again, this is going to be the tech story. This is going to be the AI story. What we're seeing Meta has come out saying, look, we're going to continue investing in this space. We do think this is an existential threat if we don't win, and we think all of the hyperscalers have that mindset. So we think the capital spending programs that we've seen over the last few years, that will continue in the next few years as well.
So here's the thing, they've spent, what, $200-300 billion already, right? They need to monetize, they need to start making some of that back. With China in the game, though, we were talking about this offline a couple of seconds ago. We've seen what they've done in EVs, right? They've commoditized it, right? Margins have absolutely collapsed, right? And these guys aren't so much about profit as they are about dominating, about market share. Isn't the same thing going to happen with AI?
Yeah, what we've seen in EV is, if you like, there are not that many barriers, and the barriers are just coming up to China EVs making their way around the world. The barriers on technology have already been put up really almost 10 years ago in the first tech war, in the first trade war with the United States. And so that market has been largely segmented at this point.
Already.
And so I think you'll see Chinese winners, you'll see American winners. Unfortunately, there aren't that many European players. And this is, if you like, the fragmentation of the global economy that I think everybody fears. Tech is at the forefront of that.
So what you're saying is there are already two distinct and separate AI spheres, the U.S. and China.
We think that that's what's already developing, again, because those barriers were put up many years ago.
So if you had to invest in EV as a sector, where would you invest, U.S. or China?
I would invest in China. Look, I think they have made tremendous progress, not only in terms of technology, the attractiveness of their cars, their penetration into emerging markets has been quite high. The price points they're hitting are quite competitive. But the big challenge in the segment right now is margin. Nobody's making that much money in the space. The competition, as Martin points out, for market share. At some point that will change, but until that changes, we think it's going to be a very challenging space.